Hope lives always. And sometimes hope has the ability to open doors, even doors that we are not standing in front of at the time. My favorite example, one that I've seen in person in my life, of how hope can do this is in the Taize community. Most people outside of Christian musicians have never heard of Taize, and it is a special place that's unlike any other in the world. During World War II, there was a man, he was growing up at the time, who later became known as Brother Roger. He was a Protestant from France, and he wanted, as the war came to a close, to bring together Christians from both sides of the war, to bring together people who were ravaged by war. And he believed that to do so, he needed to create a community. He was fascinated with community, and he believed in the power of reconciliation. And he believed that this needed to start with him. And so, as odd as it sounds, this Protestant man became a monk. And you don't often see Protestant monks. Monasticism was discarded during the Protestant Reformation in large part. But he wanted to live in community, surviving off of his own hands and the work he was doing, living in prayer and in poverty and in chastity with anyone who would do it with him. And he started a monastic community in Taize, France, which is a very small town in Burgundy. And it was started with the hope of creating a community in the face of chaos. Shortly, other brothers joined. And over many years, Catholic brothers joined. And so here you have this monastery where these members live a very simple life of simple faith. And all of them come from different backgrounds, modeling what the world should look like and what Christianity should look like, where we don't spend our time fighting with one another, but loving one another and standing on a shared hope of human community. That was Brother Roger's dream. But that's not what happened. Hope opened a different door to community that he did not prepare for at first. Young people from all over the world, young people searching for faith, trying to find meaning in a world that seems so meaningless, started to come en masse to this small monastery. And eventually the monastery could not hold them all. And so they started to build on and build on and build on. And now, today, over a half century later, it is not uncommon in the summer for almost 100,000 young people between the ages of 18 and 25, the very different demographic that churches struggle to hold on to, travel all the way to this tiny town in France to listen and learn and pray among these monks who've come together with a hope of spreading love and community. I got the opportunity to go there when I was in my early 20s. And while I was there, I was among people from over 100 different countries, all my same age, all dealing with a lot of the same issues and all searching for something. When Brother Roger stepped back, I am sure that at some point he had to thank God for what happened. It wasn't the hope that he started out trying to achieve, but it was something far more useful and powerful and amazing in our world today. There's no telling how many of those young people grew up to change their communities and their world, rooted in a hope that they learned through the simple faith of these men who modeled what it looked like to be different and to live together in shared hope and love. That's my hope today. That maybe as we hold on to a hope for community, a hope for love in the midst of this virus, that maybe new doors will be opened, that will be long lasting, that will create opportunities that will stretch far outside of what we are dealing with. When Brother Roger started the community, it was rooted around the crisis that was World War II. It has now become something entirely new and different and vibrant that stretches across this world. May our desire for community, our seeking out hope, our sharing of love right now create opportunities that we can seize moving forward. Because hope lives always.